So guys, today I am going to tell you the top best weapon setups for the Behemoth. Last time I made a video top best setups for the Seraph, and this time I decided to choose the Behemoth. So very simple, I'm going to tell you the best weapons for the Behemoth. Guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon and smash the like button if you want to see more videos like that. So let's start. Very simple. I'll tell you the best weapon setup. So first recommended weapon for the Behemoth is the Incinerator with Peregrine Rain Pilot. If you have the Peregrine Rain Pilot, it is craziness, guys. With blast charge effect, goes full resistance. With Peregrine Rain Pilot, it's even more, goes a 50% resistance bypass. Even without Peregrine Rain, it is can be somehow effective. The problem is the reload time, long reload time. 500 meter range gun, it's really suitable for the Behemoth. Because if you are using the Peregrine Rain, you don't have resistance from the other pilot. You would like to keep the range. So the Behemoth is one. I didn't mention that the Behemoth is one of the robots that can be a crazy brawler, and also it can be a good mid-range supporter. But the ideal thing to do is to use the Behemoth as a mid-range supporter. To brawl with the Behemoth, you can do it if you spawn in the... It's all about timing. If you spawn in a beacon, there are so many enemies, you can surprise attack many enemies. So the next setup, in my opinion, the puncher weapon is one of the best options for the Behemoth still. Even though it got a couple of nerfs, because it's a 500 meter range gun, it's a lockdown weapon, it is a perfect option for the Behemoth. 4 puncher to the face, still doing a lot of damage. It is one of the best options. There isn't much to say about it. It is just one of the best options. In my opinion, 5-second reload, still doing a lot of damage. Definitely one of the best options. I still see some high-level Champion League players running the Behemoth with puncher, and there is a good reason for that, because this thing does crazy amount of damage. 4 times puncher on the Behemoth. Definitely great option. There is the Viper weapon. I'm not so sure about that. Can be interesting. The thing is the reload time. So I don't think this is a weapon that I'll run at this point on the Behemoth, but I just wanted to say that can be an interesting option. I used it on the Behemoth not long ago with the pilot, I think with Medea pilot if I'm not mistaken, and this thing has crazy corrosion damage. The thing is, nowadays there is a robot that destroying the game that basically countering corrosion, so this is another reason why you should avoid the Viper. The Bane weapon, the same story. Corrosion is not it's not ideal thing anymore. Even though it's a fun setup again, but it's not an option that I recommend for the Behemoth. Nucleon. Same thing I said on the Seraph video. If you have the Substone pilot with 4 Nucleon got a buff on one of the recent updates. 4 Nucleon with Substone. It's a surprising option. I'm telling you guys, I did chaos with this weapon. Couple of living legends. Wasn't a coincidence. Sometimes you can do it. If it were leveled, of course. Nucleon with some stone, it's one of the options definitely that you can use on the Behemoth. 4 Decay. Definitely great option. I use the Decay on the Behemoth. One of my recent videos. It is a good option. 200% damage, 3-second reload, 4 Decay, 600 meter range gun. There isn't much to say about it. It does crazy amount of damage. It is a good option for the Behemoth, definitely. Devastator is a situational setup for the Behemoth. Again, it's a 200 meter range gun. If you like to have fun with this thing, sometimes you spawn the right place, right time. Devastator. But I tend to choose the setups that can work in almost every situation. The Puncher and the Decay, they are much better options than the Devastator, of course. So next option, interesting option again, even though it's got a nerf, the Hawanji, only if you have the Harold pilot. If you don't have the Harold, do not use it. Do not use it. Only with Harold pilot, the Hawanji, you can use it on the Behemoth. So there is something that I need to say, guys. It's really important to mention something. If you have the Andre pilot, you can use some weapons that you can consider them as brawling weapons, but most likely you will struggle still, even though you have the Andre pilot. But if you have the Andre pilot, in my opinion, it's going to give you a huge advantage if you are using the Behemoth. If you can get the Andre pilot, if you already have the Andre pilot, it's good, but the thing is, it's not easy to get the pilots anymore because the warrior and stuff. But that's why I would like to focus on the weapons, and I don't want to focus much on the pilots. But if you have the Andre, like I said, it's gonna give you a huge advantage. So next setup I recommend to use is, of course, the Reaper. It most likely is gonna get nerfed, but still, in my opinion, it can be a good option for the Behemoth, because basically ignore any kind of resistance, and also reflector, force field. It's a good option for the Behemoth, even though I think it's gonna get nerfed soon. It is a good option for the Behemoth. Of course, look, the range is more than 1000 meter range. The stake weapon, guys, again, if you only have the Andre, it maybe can be interesting option. I managed to get some good footage with this thing. The thing is, it's not the ideal setup. The setups that I mentioned before, the Puncher, the Decay, probably these are the setups I would go for, you know. The Glory is about to get a nerf, so I don't think we should touch the Glory at this point. The Ember is not a good option, even though with the pilot, with the flaming pilot. Dragoon, the long reload time. Do not touch the Dragoon. Exodus, same thing, long reload time. Avenger, long reload time. Of course, I'm not talking about the other, the Zeus and these options that you should not touch them. So the setups that I mentioned before, I'll basically tell you again. So the Puncher is a good option. The Avalanche, I didn't mention the Avalanche because it feels like I don't know if it got a nerf or not. I don't remember exactly, but I used it and it feels like it's not performing like it used to be. But like I said, the weapons that I mentioned before, Puncher, Decay, Nucleon with some stone. Oh, of course, I forgot the Smuta. The Smuta, guys, the Smuta, definitely one of the best options for the Behemoth. The Behemoth is a slow robot. If you're on the siege mode, even more. And Smuta is a great option. You don't have to aim well. Homing bullets, basically. It's a great option. Like I said, 500 meter range gun. You don't have to get close. You would like to keep the range with this weapon, of course. Yeah, this is one of the options, of course. Smuta, forgot to mention that. So let me repeat again before I'm closing the video. Puncher, Nucleon with some stone, Smuta weapon, Incinerator with Peregrine Rain, the 1G with Harold, Stake, maybe if you have the Andre, the Reaper weapon, and the Chestus. Of course, it's a new weapon. That's why I'm not mentioning that, because I know most of you, most likely you won't be able to get it. But of course, the Chestus is a good option as well. There isn't much to say about it. It's a 500 meter range gun. It's something like the Incinerator, but not exactly. It has blast effect as well. Goes through resistance, but it's a good option. Like I said, it's a new weapon. That's why I'm not talking about it. So this is it. These are the top setups for the Behemoth, guys. If you think that there is another weapon that can be effective with a certain, you know, condition or something, let me know. Regarding the drone, I still using the beak. You can use also paralysis. It's all up to you. It's a personal preference. Whatever you like to use, Kestrel, whatever you have. So this is it, guys. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, smash the like, and until next time, have a good day / night.